right, good morning, and today we are going to be talking about what we can do when we're finding the zeros, and sometimes we're going to get a situation where we do synthetic division and it's kind of hard to factor. So if that happens, we can visit our friend, the quadratic formula. So negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac, all of that over 2a. And the nice thing is a, b, and c will basically already be found for us at that point. So it's just got to plug it in and simplify. So let me show you a couple examples of what I mean. So we start off the same process. 0 is 2. So we know that that 0 will go out front. We also know our 0 is 2. We know we're going to have 3 because this is degree 3. Okay, I need to put my leading coefficients. So I put 4, 1, negative 13, and negative 10. Okay, like always, we drop that 4. 2 times 4 is 8. We'll add up. We'll get 9. 2 times 9 is 18. Drop down, we'll get 5. 2 times 5 is 10, and they cancel. We're left with 0. Okay, now at this point, I would write it 4x squared plus 9x plus 5. And it is possible to factor this, okay? But it would be very difficult because there's a leading term here. We couldn't, well, maybe not very difficult. It's just something we aren't as used to. Okay, so you can factor it if you want, if you remember how to. There's the bottoms up method, some other methods, but I'm going to use this quadratic formula here. So remember, this leading term in front of the x squared, that's our a. This is our b, that's our c. So negative b, that would be negative 9. Okay, plus or minus the square root b squared, so 9 squared is 81, minus 4 times a, which is another 4 times c, which is 5. And all of this will be over 2 times a. Okay, now 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 5 is 80, so 81 minus 80 leaves us just with 1. So if we simplify, that's negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 1 all over 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, if we keep going, negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 1 is 1 all over 8. We're going to break this into two parts, so negative 9 plus 1 would be negative 8 over 8, which gives us negative 1. Negative 9 minus 1 is negative 10 over 8, which would reduce down to negative 5 over 4. Okay, so these are my other two answers, and we are done. Let's go on to the next one. Same exact thing. This time it's written a little differently. We still know that our 0 is negative 3. That's one of them. We need 2 more. So 2, 2, negative 8, and 12. Drop that 2. We'll get negative 6. Add down, negative 4. We'll get 12. Add down, we'll get 4. And we'll get negative 12 again. Add down, 0. Okay, so that's good. So we have 2x squared minus 4x plus 4. Once again, this doesn't look easy to factor. Let's just plug it into our quadratic formula. So negative b, the opposite of b, which in our case will be 4, plus or minus the square root b squared. Negative 4 squared is 16. Minus 4 times a times c. All of this will be over 2 times a. Now, the 4 will still be there, plus or minus the square root. Now, if we look here, negative 4 times 2 is 8, times another 4 is negative 32. 16 minus 32, so that'll be negative 16, all over 2 times 2, which is 4. This is going to equal 4 plus or minus square root of negative 16 is plus or minus 4i all over 4. And this will break apart into either 1 plus I or 1 minus I. Those are two different situations. As we can reduce because the 4 goes into both parts. All right, our next one, 0 of 3. 1, negative 11, 41, negative 51. So our 0 is 3. We're going to have 2 more. We drop the 1 down. 1 times 3 is 3. We add down negative 8. Multiply negative 24. We'll get 17. Multiply, we'll get 51. We get 0. Awesome. Now, x squared minus 8x plus 17. Some of you might be thinking, oh, we can factor that. Okay, 2 things that multiply to 17 add up to 8 cannot be done. The only options for multiplying to 17 of whole numbers is 1 and 17, and that doesn't add up to 8. So, once again, quadratic formula. Negative b, so 8 plus or minus the square root b squared. So negative 8 squared is 64 minus 4 times 1 times 17. All of that over 2 times a. So once again, we'll have 8 plus or minus the square root. Now in this case, 4 times 1 is 4 times 17. That gives us 68, and it's 64 minus 68, so that results in negative 4. Okay, all over 2a, which is 2 times 1, which is 2. So this will be 8 plus or minus 2i all over 2. And this, when we reduce, 2 goes into 8 4 times, so 4 plus I, because 2 goes into 2 once, or 4 minus I. All right, almost done. One final problem here. So the 0 is 5. We'll put 5, negative 29, 19, and 5. We'll drop the 5 down. 5 times 5 is 25. Add down, we get negative 4. Multiply, negative 20. Add down, negative 1. Multiply, negative 5. So this is 5x squared minus 4x minus 1. And we just showed that the 0 does work, the first 0. So 5 is one of our zeros. Okay. Negative b, so that'll be 4, plus or minus the square root b squared. So that's 16 minus 4 times 5 times negative 1. All of that over 2 times a, which in our case is 5. So negative 4 times 5 is 20 times negative 1, that's positive 20. So if we add that to 16, we'll have 36. So 4 plus or minus the square root of 36 over 2 times 5 is 10. So 4 plus or minus 6 over 10. And that's going to become 4 plus 6. So 10 over 10, which is 1. And 4 minus 6, negative 2 over 10, which is negative 1/5. And those are our 3 answers. Hope you guys have a great day. There is a Delta Math assignment, so log in and get that done. And I'll talk to you later.